print function. Print function is used to print the values at the server side. Okay. For example, if you want to print simple constants like that, then simply you say print welcome. So you can see the welcome here. Or if you want to print any numbers, then you can also use numbers. Okay. And if you want to print variable, I am declaring a variable and printing like this. Okay. So this is also we had seen. But as I told you, as balance will not work. So if you try to do this also, it will give you another right way. Okay. So I told you yesterday. So now declare a name column. So print. So as not work, you have to be very clear. But how do I print if you want to print something? Then you need to do concatenation. How do I do the concatenation? You need to use single quotes and the plus symbol is for the concatenation. So here we have to say employee name equals to and simply print like this. Okay, employee name equals to Bhaskar Jogi. But as keyword will not work. But can we do the same thing here? So single quotes, then plus, then here, sorry, plus balance equals to. Okay, so value to money. Why? Because balance is money. This is the string. This variable is money. This is the string. There is two data types which is printing. So print cannot print two different data types at one shot. That is the weakness of print function. So you have to convert balance also into a string data type. Okay. Now that's where we have to go for. Okay. We have to go for two functions. To convert values from one data type to another, we use the following functions. So the first function would be a cast function and the second function would be convert function. The cast will convert given data type into required data type. So let us see the syntax of a cast function. Okay, cast, then you have to provide the variable name as what is the required data type you need, you have to provide that. So automatically the cast will convert your data type. Here, if you see in our example, the balance is money. Okay, and this is a string. So string cannot be converted as a money or decimal, but balance can be converted as a string. So we have to convert this using a cast function. So how do I convert this? So I have to convert like this. The syntax is variable name. So this is the syntax. So let me try the same syntax there, then understand how this works. Okay. So let us practice the same thing here. Okay. So as per syntax, we'll write it. So balance, this is the variable. Here you have to keep the variable. Okay. And as required data type, what is the data type? We have to convert either varchar or char because varchar is a string. Simply you say varchar 100 or simply you can also say 100 or whatever it is. Okay. So this is how you have converted. Take this entire stuff and you place it here. Okay. Now balance will be converted into varchar and this is also varchar or string column. This is also varchar or string column. Now you don't have any issue. Balance is 10,000. Clear? So you have to use this function. So how do I use this function? Very simple. If you use simple balance column, which is not working. Okay. Now you have to use cast, close the bracket, sorry, bracket, then say close the bracket. Here you have to say as varchar or varchar 100. Anything is okay. Okay. So cast is not that, sorry. You have to put cast, right? The function name is missing here. Cast. Okay, balance equal to 10,000 rupees. So this is what you have to understand. Print function cannot print different data types at one shot. That is the weakness of a print program. So declare. So this will give you an written sense. A print cannot print multiple data types at one shot. So here there is an error. To convert this, we have to go for to resolve this issue, convert the data type. So how do I convert the data type? I have to convert the data type into this. So this would work. Okay. Now we had understood cast. Let us understood convert function. So the syntax is the difference. Otherwise, there is no issue. Convert function is also like this. Convert required data type, comma variable name, comma format number. Here you have three things actually. Required data type you can use, variable name you can use, and format also you can use. This is actually optional. So only two things are needed. This third one is not needed. You can remove if you want to. So only required data type and variable name sufficient. But the third parameter only for date and time functions. Okay, the format number only for the date and time function. Otherwise, you don't need this. Now the same thing. Select declare balance. Now, instead of using cast here, you have to use convert. Then the first thing is you have to use variable name. Now, first you have to use the data type varchar 20, then balance. So, like this also, you should be able to get the things. Okay. Now, let us use both of them. So, declare teaser 10. This works fine. Now, if I say the number, if I say number equals 2, then you have to say plus symbol. This will not work. Okay. Now here you have to provide cast, open the bracket, as, so this would work. Okay. Or you may use convert. Convert. First we have to provide the data type, comma, then at the rate x. Only the syntax wise there is an issue. Now convert function will also have a format number if you want to. What is the format number? Convert function will be used mostly for to convert this function, more often we use, it is used converting, changing styles of the date and time. So actually one more use of convert function. For example, I have let me take declare at the rate x is date time. Now set at the rate x equals to get date. Okay. Now let me print at the rate x. This will give me this value. Okay. Or if you say select, gives you like this. Okay. Now if I want to print in different styles, we have to go for convert functions. Okay. To display date in styles, we can go for the convert function. Cast will not work. Say convert, you have to say care, comma at the rate x. Okay. This is Okay. Now you execute this, you should be able to get the number is changed. Now you can also give many numbers here. If you don't give numbers also, there is no issue. The number format number is 1. Now see the style. The first is Jan, the second style is 01/1913. So the styles would change. Okay. Now if you want to display like this, the number is 2. Now see the style. Now see another style. Okay, like that you can have different styles, slash or dot, like that. Okay, now like that you should be able to go for many styles. If you want to, like that, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let us see. Okay, like that you can go in for many styles. Just go down. Like that you should be able to go for. Okay, these style numbers are, the style numbers which we have 1 to 30 you can provide. Okay, but here, you know get the year in bits only. That means what? You have only not 2013, only 13. So we get year in 2 digits. But if you need year in 4 digits, then you have to go for 101 to 130 or 125. So 101 to 130, we get year in 4 digits. You provide say 101 here. Now see the. So let us see. Here we're getting digits, and okay, 4 digits. Like that, you should be able to understand. Okay. Now you'll get 4 digits here. Now, there is an interview question people would ask, what is the difference between cast and convert function? Cast and convert function, both of them are, to convert a data, one data type to another, but convert function will be used more, with more often with the date time issues, date time, conversion. For example, I would like to display date and time in a different style. Then you can use. Definitely, there is a question from an interview. What is the difference between convert and cast? Both of them are used to convert data types, but convert function is used to often work with date and time related stuff. To because there is a different format number, different style number. Using that, we can change the style number. Okay. Now, for example, I would like to change the style of select star from. Now let me. Okay. So select star A master. Okay. I have some data. This data I would like to use it in different format. So what is that I would do? So you say name and DOO. DOO is getting in, but I don't need, like, I would like to display in different format. So you have to use cast. What is the syntax? Cast O as. So you have to say varchar. No, cast will not work. Sorry, cast will not work. Only the convert will work. You have to say first, say the column name DOO, then you have to choose a style number. Style number is 101. Date of opening. So now see the style. This is the style you should be able to get it. Style number, say I don't need any style. You can also remove the style. The default style is this. Style number, say fifth style. You can also put like this. Or style number 8. So like that. Only time will be given to you. Or style number 7. Only date will be given to you. Like that, you should be able to display the data using a query also. Okay. So like that. So convert function more often used with the daytime display purpose. Clear? Okay, Ravi is asking, is there any difference between print and select function? Definitely print, okay. Print is the function. Print can print only at the server side. Print will print, without using any grid. Now it will print like this, but select will print in a which format? If I say select, now see it is in a grid format. Okay, now at the same time, can I use print like this? No, definitely I cannot use print. Print for each and every column, print you have to use it. So print will not work for many columns. So print is very limited only to print constants. Okay. See. Now let us see some more. So that's what is cast and convert. And let me go back to concatenation also we have used. How do you concatenate? Using a plus symbol you can easily convert. Then date and time function. The last one is are the okay and return, raise error, exception handling, all these. So 9, 10, 11, 12 we're going to discuss during procedures. Okay, temp tables let us discuss now. There are two types of temp tables. One is we have local temp table, then we have global temp table. So let us understand what is a global temp table and local temp table. So temp tables, the first one is local temp table. In the local temp table, so let us understand. It is created using hash symbol. It is available to the user who created it. It is declared when the user, it is deleted when the user closes session. These tables are created in TempDB database. So how do you create a temporary tables like this? Why is that you have to go for a temporary table? For temporary purpose. Normally I'm getting data from a server. The server may be in Australia. So each and every time I cannot go to Australia get that data. For example, I'm writing a 1,000 line code where I need to get some data from a Australia server. I am in Hyderabad. Now what we do, we establish a connection, get the required data and keep it in a local temp table so that you need not go for, Australia to get the data. So that is the purpose. If you want to get data and only to use it to temporary purpose, then you create a temporary table. So there are two kinds of temporary tables, local and global. Now let us see. So how do we create a temporary table? We have to use a single hash and you have to provide the name. For example, you can say EMP. Now create a table hash EMP. You can have primary key, foreign key, not null. All of them can be given. Only the thing is that it is temporary. This is created in a temp DB. Even though you are in the master database or you are in the bank database, but even though you think that this will be there in the bank, no, it will not be there in the bank. This will be there in the temp DB database. So I am creating this. So command created successfully. So I am inserting some rows into it. Okay. Now insert some data into it. So I have inserted, then read the data from it. So it is not a test, it is a temp. Okay. PID name gender. So display wise, other things wise, primary key, foreign key, check constant, foreign key, all of them can be allowed, but only that which is a temporary purpose. Okay, this table is there. Now this connection is created this, but I am opening another connection. If I click on new query, this is new connection. So write the same thing. Select star from hash emp execute. So invalid object, and that means whoever created it, only those guys can execute it. So only this connection is created, only this connection can execute that, other people cannot execute. So this is the limitation of local temp tables. Local temp tables will have primary key, foreign key, check constant, trigger, everything will be allowed. These tables are created in TempDB database. Okay. Now that you can also update, you can also modify, you can do many things. Now, this is what the points you have to understand. It is created using hash symbol. It is available to the user who created it. It is deleted when the user closes the session. There these tables are created a TempDB database. Okay. Now, so if you want to drop a table, you can also drop like this. There is no issue. Or if you close the connection here, if I say simply close the connection here, then automatically the temp table will be deleted. Or you can also drop like this. So I'm dropping it, manual I'm dropping it. So you can also drop. Now this will not be there. Otherwise, okay, again you can go for the creation in the date. Now you can, but this is available only to this connection, but not to the other connection. You have to be very clear. You can also drop. So when we close the connection, the SQL server automatically drops the temp tables. So let us next one, global temp tables. So it is created using W hash symbol. It is available to all users. It is deleted when all users close their connections. Created in TempDB database. So for example, I am creating hash test, whatever it is. Okay. So let me create this. Created, insert some values. Test one. So this is perfectly working fine. Now Control C, open a new connection, and I'm opening a new connection. Execute this. Now that means global temp tables are available to all connections. So this is the difference between local temp and global temp. Okay, this is the interview question. You have to be very careful. Any questions here? Okay, when you close all connections, so right click here, close connections, don't save it, then automatically all of them are deleted. You can also now open a new connection and it is available here. All the connection, these will be deleted permanently. So all of them are created in TempDB database. You have to be very clear on it. So let us, you have system databases, you have TempDB, all of them will be created in this. Okay. Now, the problem with the SQL Server is they don't display any tables, but these are accessed or created only in the temp DB, even though which is not displayed for you. Take. Now, yeah. Any question? Yeah, Ravi. System tables. You will be having a session on, SQL Server architecture and system databases. Can you please go through the session today? TempDB is a temporary purpose. SQL Server will use all the temporary work tables and all of them in the TempDB database. So this is the okay. Now this is a system database. So for example, when you're writing a maths exam, you need a rough area. So you take a margin where you do the rough work. So after the examination, you don't need the rough work. Like that, if you SQL Server needs some kind of a rough area, that is with the TempDB database. Okay. Please go through that video. You would be able to understand clearly. Thanks. Now we have created tills 8 points. 9, 10, 11, 12. We are going to see later. Is this clear for you? Okay. Thank you guys.